expected to do this. We are not the speaker is not the target in the literal sense. You know, when we say my target speaker, we take that target word literally. They are not your targets. We are wanting to inspire everybody in that room about how to deliver a very effective speech. So present positively such that you uplift the speaker's morale, you uplift the speaker at the same time using that sandwich approach, which I'm going to probably speak about in the next slide. So it's very important for us to remember this LAMP, L-A-M-P, listen, analyze, map and present. There are multiple evaluation structures, not just one. We know of the most popular, which is CRC, comment, recommend, comment. Talk of what went good. Do not talk of what can be better. Talk of what can be improved. Or what can you work more upon, and then give one more commendation. So you sandwich a recommendation between two commendations. That's the most common form of feedback that we give. The second one, which I have learned from a lot of people who are the winners, is gift. Good, improvement, future opportunities, and thanks. This is synonymous to the SWOT analysis that we do. That's how I call it, like strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So what was your strength? What went extremely good? What can you improve upon? You can probably improve upon how wide or how narrow your gestures can be, so that you are able to show the magnitude of the objects or magnitude of the things that you're talking about. Future opportunity. You use your voice modulation extremely good. It will be great if you use your gestures also adequately, right? And thanks. Always extend your gratitude to the speaker for coming and exposing you, or throwing a new field, a new speech open to you, which you might use tomorrow, and you might just go. If I've inspired any one of you to talk about Maggie tomorrow, then I definitely deserve a thank you. So that's how I always feel that you must thank and express gratitude to the speaker. So this is gift. And then finally, KISS. This is the most recent form of feedback that I've seen people giving. Keep, improve, stop, start. But it is very effective. What should you keep? You are very good at connecting with the audience. Keep doing that. What can you improve upon? Maybe your eye contact. Maybe you smile less. Maybe you are too serious while delivering even a humorous speech. I noticed you said, oh, my tummy was rumbling, but you were not rumbling. You said, oh, it was a great day, but you were not showing it was a great day. You said, I was so happy, and you have a frown on your face. So you may want to improve on that. Stop. Stop using your hands too much. I'll give you a small example. In fact, that's not a part of my original script also. But I'm interviewing for a position of lately. And what I noticed was the more senior a person that you interview, the more they try to, and it's an online interview, it's not even an in-person interview. So they use their hand gestures so much that on the screen, all that I can see is there. So I pick up this cloud infrastructure from here, I get it to the GPU. Then this GPU moves this particular artifact from here and it goes to Neo4j. Come on, I'm all confused now, I don't understand where you start from. So it's not essential to show everything using a gesture. When we say body language, doesn't mean shake your hands for everything that you want to say. So stop doing that. You might just tell somebody. But you might tell somebody, stop not using your hands at all. You were delivering a speech and you were standing like this. So you have to, when you get this, you get this only once you have done what? End. Once you have tuned on with 100% focus. So keep, improve, stop and start. And I think I'm not, as a storyteller, you always want to tell more and more stories. But the point is, do not mix up structures. Pick up one and master that. Because everybody has their own styles. Like I prefer the gift style. You might prefer the kiss style. Somebody might be very comfortable with CRC style. Now don't say, okay, let me do G, C, R, S. it might just mess up. Or you might just come up with a new evaluation structure. When we deliver a evaluation session next time, we might have one more block here which says that, hey, this was invented by somebody and it really worked, and they are now the world champion. So unless and until you are not sure that it's going to work, stick to what are the basics or what has worked for people. This will be really great. Well, good. I actually didn't have an example for this one, but one of the evaluators, they gave me enough points for this. They said we had no time to take notes. Now, if you were so mesmerized and engrossed in the speech that you did not have time to take notes, how are you going to evaluate? You'll only see the positives in the speaker. Because the speaker came prepared. Imagine, remember this. I'll not say this, but the speakers put in substantial and significant amount of time in preparing. They know that they have to master the stage that day. But you know your job is that of an evaluator. So you don't get overboard with how good the speech was. Of course, you have to encourage the speaker. You have to look at the positives in what they did. But your job is also to help them grow, inspire the audience. So note-taking is a very, very important aspect of good evaluator. How I do is, I take a paper and fold it into two parts. One has the strengths, one has the suggestions. So when I write strengths, they need not be paragraphs. They just need to be keywords. Remember, don't go into writing paragraphs because you'll end up speaking what the speaker spoke. Right? So for instance, eye contact, immaculate, amazing. Opened with a question, enthralled the audience, used humor, so these are all the strengths. Suggestions, rushed transitions, didn't use gestures properly, didn't have eye contact, didn't modulate voice, so on and so forth. Now, prioritize top 3 points. So this is especially for my first evaluator who said that the speech was so good I did not find anything. If you find a speech like that, in that case, stretch the speaker. Tell them that your presence was great, your speech was great, your eye contact was great, the speech was about humor. Why don't you try horror next time? No, somebody did this to my husband, and then for 5 nights we all didn't sleep because he was practicing a horror speech. That's what happens, it inspires people. And then in our house, the new code word became, I am faceless. So, it can actually inspire people when you tell them to stretch beyond what they have been doing for years. Like, humor is not my forte, but somebody challenged me, and I think I didn't do that bad a job today. Otherwise, I'm a very inspiring and motivational and, talk about life and all stuff. But the moment you tell a particular speaker that you were amazing, and I've always heard you giving humorous speeches or horror speeches or XYZ speeches. Have you ever tried this? That might be really a challenge for you. So you have given them a very, very positive feedback. They've gone back home really uplifted, but you have given them something to think about for their next speech. And that's what we all should collectively do. Oops, sorry. Now the secret sauce. How many of us, while evaluation, say it was a great speech? Can you raise your hands? Or we say, you should improve on your body gestures. We all say that. Now, body language is a subject in itself. People do their PhD in body language. So when you tell me, improve your body language, what exactly do you mean? Do you mean I should be standing straight? While talking, I should look into the audience's eyes. I should not use my left hand more and right hand lesser. I should not stand casually. I should come dressed well. These are all a part of body language. So be specific. Like for instance, you used vivid imagery to describe the dunking of the fork in the soup. Now you are very, very specific. What excited you or what hit with you? Focus on the impact. What did it do? When I did this, what did it do? It helped the audience visualize your scene very, very correctly. Like the way you said, I was almost there. That was really, really very good way of evaluating. Right? At the same time, make recommendations which are doable. Right? Know the comfort zone of the speaker also. Like if the speaker does not have an immaculate vocabulary, don't tell them add more complex words from Shashi Tharoor's dictionary onto your speech. They'll fall flat. They are not going to be able to do that. So give recommendations which are doable. For instance, tell me to slow down the pace of my speech. You'll never be able to get me there. For past 45 years of my life, I've never been able to tone down my pace. But tell me, add more pauses. I have started working on that. So give doable recommendations, okay? Not something which is vague, something which you've heard somebody say, that's why you are saying it. Evaluation is not only about what we should do, it's also about what we should not do. And these I call the major pitfalls, right? The first one, recapping the whole speech. Many a times you come on the stage and you start speaking what the speaker spoke, but everybody has heard that. Why repeat? Instead of repeating, pick up something, like for instance, somebody coming and saying, we all know, do not underestimate the power of common man. So do not underestimate the power of a good evaluator. Here I come as an evaluator to evaluate somebody who said do not underestimate the power of encouragement with positive advice. I know you have heard every word, you have captured every nuance, and you are not recapping what I spoke in my speech. Avoid being too generic. Great speech, this means nothing. All speeches are great. Nobody comes on the speech to deliver a non-great speech. So what was so great about the speech? Was it the content? Was it the story? Was it the way it was delivered? Was it the newness that was brought into the story? What was great about it? Overloading with too many suggestions. Right? 3 good suggestions is much better than 10 non-doable suggestions. So have it very, very crisp. Don't overload it. Most important thing, when we come, so it's obvious, we are all human beings. The moment we are told to evaluate, we immediately put on that hat of superiority. That, okay, aaja, ab main evaluate karta. It should not be like that. When we are evaluating, we are uplifting. We are not judging. We are not superior. When I come to evaluate somebody, it's always like that. That if you are criticizing something for doing something, just ask yourself one question. If I have to do this thing, will I be half as good as what he has produced or she has produced when we have produced it? So please do not sound judgmental or superior. Always sound encouraging. Always sound like a peer. That we are here as Toastmasters. I generally say, do not use the word Toastmaster doctor. I don't know how did that come to this particular introduction. But in this room, all of us are Toastmasters, and those who have elevated are distinguished Toastmasters. That's what our identity in this room or in any Toastmasters forum is. I might be so good in what I do, but as a speaker, I am here to learn from each one of you and also to inspire you with whatever little I know. Right? Because this is a process of lifelong learning. So please do not sound judgmental or superior. At the same time, remember Vidya Balan's famous dialogue, entertainment. That's very important. Nobody is coming here to see your, grumpy, growly face and you standing here, you did this right, you did this right, yeah, you can work on this. Are you even interested in that? No. So Toastmasters has over the years also taught us to be good mini actors. Be theatric. When you show how you were immersed or engrossed, show that I was immersed in what you said. Right? So use humor. I was discussing this with a friend. I said, I never thought that I can make anybody laugh. Because even in my friend circle or in my family also, once people finish the joke, then they have to tell me, it's over, laugh now. Right? Because I do not have that funny mode. So must not it be with so many of you. But use humor. There are people who are not like us. There are people who laugh at silly, stupid things also. So bring in that humor. Exaggerate. Like when I saw that folk drowning in the soup of Maggie, it was as if a tsunami had come and you were trying to rescue that folk from the tsunami. Now this is so vivid, so exaggerated, but it gives that impact of what you are trying to tell the speaker. That I loved the way you projected that dunking of folk into the soup. Relive moments for test speech like a mini actor. I said, use only snippets. Don't use the entire speech, right? That's very, very important. I think I'm almost done, yeah. This is very important. This is something which is statistical, how you are evaluated in an evaluation contest. Analytical quality, 40%. Were you analytical enough? Did you analyze the speech from content as well as delivery lens? And the evaluators who are evaluating you as an evaluator also are evaluating you on these particular parameters. What was your technique and were you motivating enough? Did you use a positive technique? Were you very criticizing? What was the way you motivated the speaker? Were your recommendations worthy? Were they doable? And finally, could you sum it all up so that the speaker got points for growth and the audience got inspired? Pro tips, 4 of them. Have a template, opening and closing line. Always observe great speakers. There's never less time to learn. You can always learn from people who are better than you. Help. Always focus on the speaker, not on your brilliance. I am so immaculate with words as an evaluator that I speak my evaluation, which should have finished in 3 minutes, in 10 minutes. It doesn't work like that. You don't have to show your brilliance. You have to show your analytical and your analysis skills rather than how brilliant you are. And most importantly, smile. Nobody is going to kill you. Even if you don't win today, it's fine. You'll earn a lot of friends. Right? So keep smiling. That's the best dose. I'll tell you, when for the first time I participated in an evaluation contest, it was in my club in US. That was the first time. They just threw me because our club didn't have anybody to participate. They just said, you are the representatives for the club, go and evaluate. And I didn't know what to evaluate. I was so damn nervous. As if the entire room was judging and evaluating me. I forgot to smile. And obviously, I did not even qualify from the club level. But after that I said, I am here to build my confidence. I don't have to be scared of anybody. They are all here to help me. And the more you smile, the more confident you get. And the better your evaluations get over a period of time. Oops, sorry. So the closing formula. Always leave the speaker and the audience with a feeling that you loved evaluating them. Not that, oh damn, I think I'm never going to come back and give a speech because they evaluated me so badly. You don't want the speaker to go back home morose and shout at his entire family because you evaluated him like that. No. So it was a privilege to hear you speech. Look at the word privilege. Very profound and very good word. When you tell somebody that I'm privileged or I'm honored to have heard your speech or have been a part of your journey, it is a really, really uplifting word. It was a privilege to hear your speech with a little more pause. Your message will shine even brighter. My question to you, what method of evaluation is this one sentence? CRC. It's CRC. You see, just a line and it gives you comment, recommend and comment. So you can actually do it in one line. A good evaluation can be just one line evaluation also. I leave you with this thought that your next evaluation starts now. Anybody who's coming on the stage here and after, pick up your paper, start writing, help them improve as a speaker, and contest is only an opportunity. Every meeting is your practice ground. And what do we know about practice? Practice makes it makes women also perfect. So we must keep practicing, okay? It's practice which is most important. Observe, learn, and keep inspiring. Thank you so much. That's it.